What's up guys, Manny from Motomillion. Welcome back to the 20K challenge. Welcome to the second episode of the 20K challenge. If you missed the first episode, go and watch it because we tell you what the 20K challenge is. I'll still go and tell you guys what the 20K challenge is just to remind you what it is. The 20K challenge is we're given a 20K budget. We have to buy a GSXR 1000 brand new and use the rest of the money to build something that we would be proud of calling it a Motomillion build. And if you watched the first episode, we decided that this bike is $16,000, which is a very realistic price for an out-the-door 2024 GSXR 1000. And we were left with $4,000. We did our first mods on the first episode and we were left with $3,560.10. Today we got 3 more mods coming up. Let's see those things. Let's spend some money and then let's see what we're left with. After that, I'm going to install them on this Suzuki GSXR 1000 and I'll be waiting for your comments to see what you guys make of it, because I read the comments of the first episode. Don't worry guys, we're going to do a lot of things. It's not just a few things, and you think $4,000 is not a big budget to put on a beautiful motorcycle like this to make it even better. It's quite a bit of a budget because I have my Excel sheet. There's a lot of great things. I'm not going to tell you everything, but I'm going to show you the parts right now for today's episode. First part is not this t-shirt, and you guys commented about my t-shirt on the last episode. You guys can get all these official Suzuki merchandise on our website, just like every other part that you see on our videos. That's in the link in the description below. These will be there, so will these parts. Our first part here is our Akrapovic GP exhaust. This is a slip-on we're putting on due to budget restraints. This is $784.76. Our next part is our exhaust bracket. This will help us get rid of the rear passenger foot pegs, $49.95. Next is our Hot Bodies flush mount turn signals. These are $39.95. After all of those parts, we're left with $2,685.44. That leaves us a lot of room still, guys. We got to do rear sets, brake lines, master cylinders, and a lot more. So don't you worry, this GSXR 1000 is going to look superb when we're done with it. But now, let's install the slip-on because I really want to see if it could remove that bazooka, how much weight we're going to save, and if it could get any more noise out of this bike with just a slip-on. Carbon heat shield. Instructions that nobody ever reads. Bye Bye Bazooka. Welcome to the graveyard, guys, because that bench is not acceptable. I'm calling the graveyard. We're just saying that we did it for Halloween because we're just filming this right around Halloween, but the stock muffler is out. Let's just weigh it to see how much it weighs with the bolts. 7 pounds, well, 7.3 pounds is what the stock muffler weighs. And now let's put all the Akrapovic stuff that we're supposed to put on the bike and weigh it and see if we save any weight. This is lighter than it looks actually. 7.3 pounds is not a whole lot, but it's pretty big. And let's put this Akrapovic exhaust on here. Let's put all of our hardware, everything that is supposed to go back on. It's weighing in at 1.9 pounds. I guess we're saving around 5.4 pounds, guys. So that's pretty good. We're weighing everything, and I apologize that we didn't weigh the bike completely stock. We completely forgot, but we have a vlog video where we weighed the bike after the first mods, which give or take 1 or 2 pounds that we removed already off the bike. And also the tank wasn't really full. I'll weigh the bike when it's completely done. We'll fill it up with fuel and then we could get some sort of a number of it once we're all done, but it won't be an ultimate ultralight build because we're on a budget. Speaking of that, we're also on a time budget as well. Let's get everything on the bike and see how it looks and how it's going to sound. You probably want to see the exhaust on the bike, but I removed the passenger foot pegs. Let's weigh these things as well. And these things with the 4 bolts, they're not that heavy. They're weighing 1.42 pounds. And then I'm going to reuse 2 of the bolts. So we're going to keep 2 bolts on here. And it's weighing at 0.34 pounds. We save another pound over here. I'm going to be very honest with you guys. I wasn't too sure about the slip-on. The main deciding factor was I wanted to get a high quality product and something that didn't cost an arm and a leg. And just because we were on a budget, I wasn't going to go and choose maybe a full exhaust that I don't think is a quality product or as high quality as it gets. So we ended up with deciding that we're getting this slip-on from Akrapovic. And I want to remind you guys that we're absolutely not sponsored by any of these manufacturers. We're really picking and choosing as if this was our own bike, and Motomillion is covering the cost of everything that we do, so there's no outside influence whatsoever. But going back to the slip-on, I wasn't too sure. I was like, okay, I guess we have to go with this, because the other options was a big carbon slip-on from Acra. We looked at a couple other brands. I think SC Project doesn't even make them anymore for this application, so this was the best option given the price and quality. Now that we installed it, I'm looking at it, I think pictures of Akrapovic doesn't even do justice, because this looks really cool, but maybe also we changed the bracket, because on the pictures you always see it with the rear passenger foot pegs, but this is looking absolutely spot on. I'm not going to say perfect, because perfect would be running a Acra Evolution full exhaust on this bike, a titanium one, but that's more money than we've already spent on everything that we've done and we're going to do today. So that wasn't an option. We're on a budget. This is the perfect choice for the budget. We're going to start it in a second, but before we start it, number one, I got to wipe it down to make sure that we don't have any handprints. That's going to be imprinted onto that beautiful titanium GP muffler, but also we got those front turn signals installed. That's right, I'm going to weigh the turn signals too, because these are matching turn signals of that Bazooka exhaust that we had. These are the Bazooka turn signals. They weigh quarter pound, 0.26 pounds, guys. And then let's see what the hot bodies weighs. It weighs, doesn't even register on the scale. They're weightless. Let's try again. Let's try to weigh two of them so that maybe it registers something on the scale. Nope. Let me try to zero this out again, and nope. So they don't weigh anything. We're saving a lot of weight, but it's safe to say, let's try to do this again. I don't believe that this can't register this. Oh, there we go. So 0.8 pounds. So just under half a pound saved here. I think it's fair to say that we saved 6 to 7 pounds, but let's wire these things up, get them on the bike, and then we'll push it out to see how good it sounds with that Acra GP Shorty slip-on. Here it is, it's looking more beautiful than ever. The GSXR 1000 20K challenge continues, and today we installed our GP slip-on exhaust, our exhaust hanger, and our flush mount turn signals. That exhaust looks amazing. We'll see how it sounds at the end of this video, but I want to talk about these flush mounts. They are so period correct. Don't forget, this bike has been around since 2017 in the same exact shape. That's a long time ago. The Panigale V4 didn't even exist back then. Forget about bikes with winglets. Since this doesn't have any winglets or fussy lines, this looks so good on it, puts a smile on my face. And I want to remind you guys that we have $2,685.44 left. So we got a good chunk of our money left to continue on with our 20K challenge. And I want to end this episode here, and I want to let you guess what's coming up on the next episode. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Until next time, guys, don't worry, I'm going to start it right now.
Wow.